In Gone Baby Gone, two Boston area detective investigates a little girl's kidnapping, which ultimately turns into a crisis both professionally and personally.
A 4-year-old child is on the street. If we don't catch the abductor by day 1, only about 10% are ever solved. This is day 3.
Do you know people in the neighborhood who don't talk to the police?
1 or 2.
We want to hire you to augment the investigation.
I just want my daughter back.
It's all right. We're gonna find her.
You have to promise me.
I promise.
You ever investigated an abduction before?
I think Mr. McCready was hoping that we could help with the neighborhood aspect of this investigation.
Half the guys you know are degenerates.
And you know what the other half are?
What?
Cops. But don't hold it against me.
Guess who? You asked me to find some people for you. I think I found them.
So you're saying you didn't do it? Fine. If it turns out you're lying, I'm gonna bribe cops to go after you, and I'm gonna tell everyone I know that you're a CI and a rat. And I know a lot of people.
So Gone Baby Gone was Ben Affleck's first directorial debut, I think. I'm not really sure about that one. I'm sure he did like short films before then, but this was like the first feature-length film he did as a director, showcasing what kind of skills he has behind the camera, and a lot of people were impressed. I haven't even seen the film. I mean, obviously I have now, but I didn't even see the film until like a couple of years ago, but I heard a lot about this film, and then I knew a lot about him as an actor. I seen him in Daredevil and all that kind of stuff, and you know, I liked him as an actor. I like him even better now. I mean, he's fucking playing Batman now. He's my favorite Batman of all time. We'll get to that. Either way, Gone Baby Gone, I didn't know what to expect with Gone Baby Gone. I mean, I knew it was a thriller of some sorts, but I didn't know who was in it. I didn't know that if he was going to play it in his own film, because Ben Affleck does that a couple of times with, like, for example, The Town, or he does it with Argo. You know, he can have his own roles now. He's going to be doing the upcoming Batman solo film. He's going to be playing in his own movie, and he's also going to be directing it and stuff, so he's kind of well known to do that, but he's not in this film. He's only the director this time, but instead we're actually getting his brother as the main character, Casey Affleck, who, I'm gonna be quite honest, Casey Affleck he's fine as an actor, but sometimes he's playing the same role over and over again, and you only see Casey Affleck and not the character. You know what I mean? Like, the characters themselves is kind of forgettable, but not the actors. Well, some actors are, because, you know, there's some actors that are not that famous, and then you got other ones that are famous, like Morgan Freeman and all that stuff, and it's like, okay, so you got the actors, but the characters are kind of, you kind of don't remember them a whole lot, but you remember what happened in the movie, though. So overall, I thought Gone Baby Gone was a pretty damn good film. I'm not going to say it was, like, super suspenseful and stuff, but there were definitely some parts where it was, like, building up towards something completely different. I would say, like, the first 50% of the film is one type of film, and then the rest is a different movie. But that doesn't necessarily mean it's a bad thing. Sometimes when movies does that, it's kind of bad. Like if you watch a horror film and then the third part of the film is like action movie and it's not a horror movie anymore, yeah, that doesn't make a whole lot of sense, right? So you gotta have a nice little flow to it, and it's gotta make sense to the story of why they would kind of change the genre. Although it doesn't change the genre, it's still a thriller. Like, the tone and the way they tell the story narratively will be different after the first 50% of the film. So the second half of the film is different from the first one, and I found it really intriguing. I'm gonna be honest, this review is not gonna be that long. Not because I'm not interested, but because there's so much stuff that is mystery that is built into this film that if I talk fully in depth about it, like I usually do in my reviews, I'm going to spoil stuff. And I don't want to spoil anything. I'm not going to say how the ending was, even though I don't spoil it and stuff. And I'm not going to say what really happens, because I want you guys to see the movie for yourself. I went into this movie watching no trailers at all, not reading a plot synopsis, and I think you guys should do the same thing too. Go watch this film. I definitely recommend it. Is it great? No, it does have its problems. But again, if I talk in depth about it, it is spoiler related. And unfortunately, it kind of limits me to what I can say about this film. I definitely dug the tone. The acting was great in the film, and the characters were fine. I mean, they're not memorable, but it's fine. And it's a really cool whodunit mystery type of ordeal. And you know, it kind of shifts after the first half of the film. I'm not going to say how, but it does, and you'll notice it yourself when you see the film. And if you've already seen the film, I would love to know your thoughts in the comment section down below, of course. I'm going to give Gone Baby Gone a 7 out of 10. I thought it was a pretty entertaining film. Pretty cool film to watch as well. So go ahead and watch it if you have nothing else to see. You don't have to rush, of course, but if you have not really seen a whole lot of Ben Affleck's movies, I mean, they are pretty damn good. If you haven't seen this one, give it a shot. I think you're going to like it a lot. So again, let me know your thoughts in the comment section down below. What did you guys think of Gone Baby Gone? Did you like it? Did you hate it? Or did you think it was okay? And if you're going to talk anything spoiler related, which I think is going to be the only thing people are going to talk about in this film, don't forget to have like a spoiler tag in the comment section down below. So just in case people are going to read comments and they haven't seen the film yet, you don't spoil it for them. You know what I mean? So you can warn them at least. Subscribe to the channel if you're new here, by the way, because I'm going to be doing a lot more movie reviews like these as well. Don't forget to leave a like or dislike. Whatever floats your boat if you're nasty. And yeah, thanks for watching. Take care. I'm so fucking tired. I'm gonna go to bed. Jesus fucking Christ. Oh.
What did you do? Where I come from, you die with your secrets.
It's the kind of thing that if you do, Patrick, you want to be sure. Are you sure?
No.